virtual Discover WSCS.
How cool is this?
We are going to hang out for a couple minutes as we let our audience build for a little bit, and then we'll actually go on and get going. So we appreciate you guys joining us today, and this is pretty exciting.
Yeah. Drop us a note and let us know how your virtual schooling is going. Parents, we know we commiserate with you right now. We know that this is a difficult time, so let us know how you're doing.
And Teacher Appreciation Week is coming up, so parents, we'll have some gifts coming your way as you have taken on a very new and difficult role. If you're a Winston-Salem Christian School current parent, thank you so much for joining us. We would encourage you to tag other people right now or share this, that this is happening, that you think would be a great fit for Winston-Salem Christian School, because there are no better recruiters than our current families. And so we want to give just a couple more minutes to work to build this audience and tell more people about Winston-Salem Christian School. So what's the favorite thing you've done? Binge watch Netflix? What do you got going on right now?
No TV. Not been watching any TV. Been reading. I've been reading a lot. I've been reading a book that was recommended by our head of school, Dr. Brian Wolf, called Inside Out Coaching,
Awesome.
and working on developing some stuff for our coaches coming up this summer for a couple of summer institutes for them.
Very cool.
What about you? Been reading? Been watching TV?
A little bit of reading, a lot of work at Patterson. You'll get a little video clip later on that you can link to show a lot of the things that we have done over there. But despite this not being something that we have called for, necessarily looked forward to, I have really enjoyed just the additional time with my kids at home. And last night we were out with the telescope looking at the pink moon.
Oh, that was cool.
And it was awesome. So it has been a different rhythm for us as a family, but an enjoyable one just with the amount of time that we've been able to spend together.
That's really great. No sports on TV.
No
No,
sports.
nothing to distract you from family time or work at Patterson. Guys, this guy has done a ton of work. He and his family have poured in so much time and energy and blood, sweat, and tears over at Patterson. I can't wait for you to see the progress that they have made as a family. And so thank you and all the Wolves for the progress and the work that you guys have been able to do. I cannot wait for you to see it.
We have enjoyed it, and there have been some amazing families that have come out and socially distanced themselves and continued the work that is there. And so we are really appreciative of all the people that have come out and done. We are at where the flooring is almost all complete, the painting is finished, and we have all brand new LED lights going in. So it's exciting. We're looking forward to getting through this phase and letting people come out and see all the progress that's going on. So I think we're at a point now that we're going to go ahead and start moving forward with this. We want to thank all of you that are here with us now, and we also want to thank those of you that are coming out and watching this later, because this will stay live on all of our social media platforms, and we encourage you to be in touch with us through social media. And the first thing we're going to talk about in terms of Winston-Salem Christian School is our portrait of a graduate. Our portrait of a graduate just looks at what is the type of student that we want to see, not necessarily come into Winston-Salem Christian School, but the way that they leave here. And it's an acronym that spells out LIONS to help you be able to remember it easily. And the L is the first one, and it stands for Love the Lord. We're a Christian school, and that's important, and we believe that a relationship with Jesus Christ changes your eternity. And so before any of the academic things, the first thing that we really want from our graduates is that they have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ.
The next letter in LIONS, the next is intellectual curiosity, intellectual curiosity. So we desire to train and develop lifelong learners at Winston-Salem Christian School, or pursuers of Jesus Christ. So pursuing God is in fact a pursuit of wisdom and vice versa. So we pursue excellence through collaboration and innovation, and we like to teach perseverance through attempts and failures.
The O is ownership, and what a time to try to teach kids ownership. Kids are right now, students are taking more ownership of their academic pursuits than they've ever had to. And so this is actually a great way for our students to build this sense of responsibility. We want our students to learn to take responsibility, not just for their academics, but also for all of the decisions that they make in their lives. And so we really value this element of ownership and responsibility in our students.
N is for nobility. As an ELC through 12th grade, we have so many opportunities to mentor and be mentored. And so through this mentor-mentee process, you learn maturity, commitment, and loyalty. We also have very high standards and high expectations for all of our students, ELC through 12th grade. And that is not just here in the classroom, but it is all curricular and extracurricular endeavors.
The last part of our portrait of graduate is servant leadership. And whether you're leading through formal areas where you're part of our student leadership or you're an ambassador here, or whether you are one of our captains of our athletic teams, we want to develop leaders that serve people that are around them. And so this portrait of a graduate is really designed to help all of our students understand the person that we desire them to be when they leave Winston-Salem Christian School.
I think one of the really awesome things about Winston-Salem Christian School is where our graduates have gone on to. Not just colleges and universities, but straight into the work field. We have police officers, we have Army and Air Force graduates, but we do have students who are at UNC, NC State, and colleges all over the Eastern United States. So now I think we're going to move on to talk to you a little bit about the school culture. And so at Winston-Salem Christian School, we are very intentional about making every student feel like they belong to something. And we have a really unique thing going here in our house system. It's developed off of Luke 10:27 that says, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, your soul, your mind, and your strength." And so in the house system, heart would be cardia, and mind would be dianoia, strength would be dunamis, and soul is pneuma. And pneuma is the best house. I know we're going to get some comments on that one. But in this house system, we're able to help students understand how to be a part of something, how to compete together, how to collaborate together, whether it be through just a competition, a simple competition like hunting for the lion, or whether it be through a service task that they're all involved in together. We also have chapel weekly for all ages. We use something called the Foundational 58 and the Amazing Shake. Both of these things are developed from ideas from the Ron Clark Academy, and we use these things to develop leadership and skills within our students.
One of the things I just like about our school culture is our commitment to being intentional on developing it, all the way from all the things that you mentioned to also the way that we start our high school. We start with a week-long camp, and it's just a desire to create a space where students belong. The next part that I want to address is rigorous academics. And I think one of the things that makes us unique in terms of our academics is the desire to push students to be the best that they can be, to honor and glorify God with the gifts that He's given them. And so whether that is a lower school student that we're able in our small classroom settings to identify the needs that he has or she has to be pushed out and challenged. In our middle school classes, the opportunity for students to take classes for high school credit, or throughout our high school for students that have the ability to take one of our 10 advanced placement classes or be involved in dual enrollment. One of the things that you're going to find as part of our culture is the challenging level and load of academics in an effort to develop students to be the best that they can be. So what are some of the things you like about the academics that are here at Winston-Salem Christian School?
I think that in an environment like this, it's easy to tailor your education and meet you where you are. So we have the unique opportunities like Lions Learning and things like that, where we can meet a student where they are and help them to be successful. And differentiation is really an easy thing. It takes place very naturally here in these classrooms, as we have designed our classrooms to say with a low student-teacher ratio. So differentiation is not a difficult or insurmountable thing in our classrooms. So that would move us on to our competitive athletics. I am the athletic director here, and I am very proud of the program that we have in Winston-Salem right now. So we are an up-and-coming program. We seek to develop our leadership skills within each and every single one of our athletes and within our sports. We do top-down training, and we have a long list of sports to choose from to participate here. We have both competitive and participatory sports. We have volleyball, soccer, cross country, cheer, football, and track and field. And our biggest program right now is our basketball program. We have many levels of basketball, from participatory to competitive to the national level, and we are hoping to expand that program next year as we grow and develop. What's your favorite sports memory this year?
I'm a fan of sports. I love basketball. We're in North Carolina, but my heart is with soccer. I love soccer, and I'm excited to see that team develop as well. But my favorite sports memory, and I think this speaks not only to the athletics, but also the culture of the school, is actually at a middle school girls basketball game. It was the championship game of their tournament, and here they are just working their hearts out. It was a great game, just well fought by both teams, and it was exciting because we won.
Right.
But the most exciting part of that was, here we have this national girls team who's ranked 10th in the nation with ESPN, and to watch them run out onto the court and celebrate with those middle school kids, you're probably looking at multiple major Division I athletes that are just going out and cheering for middle school girls. And so I think that speaks volumes about the culture that's been created through the athletics, that it's not just this competitive element, but there is this family unit that's being created.
I think too, celebrating all of the team accomplishments that we had this year, I think that this was probably our most decorated year so far with tournament trophies and banners. And so I'm really excited for all of the kids and opportunities that they all had from this past season and moving forward, and all the individual accolades that we had this year. Also, it's pretty cool.
The next thing I want to talk about is just the creative fine arts that are here. We have visual arts. We have an amazing art teacher that is always just kind of pushing the envelope with our students and their creativity and the different projects that they do. We have a performing arts, whether it's drama, or last year our musical theater put on a production of Cinderella. And the best part to me is that there are these age spans that go. We have kids from 4th grade all the way up through 12th grade that are participating in these full-blown musicals.
And teachers too.
And teachers, and just the opportunity to be on stage and develop that skill of public speaking, and the performances that we put on, whether it's a Christmas concert that I feel like just does a great job of highlighting our kids' talents and at the same time just honoring Christ. I think our fine arts program is just top notch in terms of what the opportunities are for our students. What are some of the things that you've enjoyed about fine arts?
I really enjoy the productions. I really enjoyed Rosie the Riveter this year, hoping that we get to see some part of the practiced Seussical the musical at some point this spring. But another side of the fine arts is the tech work. I just think it's really cool that you get the whole picture. It's not just what they're doing on stage, but it's what's happening behind the stage and the leadership and the skills that they're getting from technical work too. So then the last thing that I think that we're going to talk about before kicking you over to someone that you may be familiar with already, Abby Hedgecock, we're going to talk to you about the spiritual formation. It's at the heart and center of who we are and what we do here. It's the reason why we're here. Academics is wonderful. High expectations are incredible, but your eternity is most important to us. And so we have chapel weekly. It is one of our favorite times of the week. All students, ELC through 12th grade, participate in chapels that are designed specifically for them. They're very hands-on. Students are very hands-on leading and worshiping during chapel. And we also have advisory, where we develop relationships with teachers and discuss our future plans and things like that. What do you think about this spiritual formation here at Winston-Salem Christian
It's
School?
not a mistake that we started with love the Lord and we're ending with spiritual formation. It's why we do what we do, and whether it's advisory or just the biblical integration that's happening in the classroom, it's our goal to be intentional in this process. And I think you hit it when you talked about relationships, that we want to build these relationships, and at the end of the day, all of our relationships are pointing to the person of Jesus Christ. And so we hope that this has given you a little bit of a glimpse of Winston-Salem Christian School. This is a new format and platform for us, as well as you. At this point, we're going to send it over to our amazing Director of Admissions, Miss Abby Hedgecock, and she'll be able to give you some of the details for kind of next steps in Winston-Salem Christian School.
Thanks, you guys. I miss being with you all, and all of you who are out there watching. If I've not had a chance to meet you yet, I really look forward to that opportunity. Again, my name is Abby, and I'm the admissions director, and we just want to take a few moments to walk you through what admissions is going to look like for us, given our unique circumstances. And so the first thing I want to do is encourage you to make sure you follow us on social media. That is where you're going to get all of the notifications for all of these wonderful virtual events that we are actively putting together. I also want to ask you to take some time and peruse our school website. We have a ton of information about the school available on the website. So do take some time as a family to go through that and to use that as a tool to learn more about our school. We're really excited to have collaborated with our awesome media teacher to create some virtual tours that are on our YouTube channel and that you can see here on the screen. We have a tour for lower school, which is K through 5, and then we have a tour for upper school, which is 6 through 12. And then, like Miranda and Dr. Wolf mentioned, we have done a ton of work at our new property at Patterson Avenue, and we've created a virtual tour to show you all the awesome renovations that we've made and all of the updates to that campus, and look forward to moving there this summer. And so just, again, take some time to go over all of that material. I'm in the coming weeks going to be hosting some student panels and some parent panels to give you all an opportunity to interact and connect with our students and our families. So you can ask some questions, and our students can tell you a little bit what it's like to be a student at WSCS, and our parents can share with you what it's like to be a parent of a Lion and be part of the Lions family. So again, we encourage you to follow us on social media, and you'll get all of those notifications and updates. So next steps, the best way to communicate with me initially right now is via my email. My email address is on the school website under admissions. It's just my first name, abby.hedgecock@wschristian.com. So do connect with me via email. Would love to share with you more about the school and set up a time for us to chat, and we can talk through your family and your students' situation and why you're looking to join us at this time. Then, after perusing all of this information and chatting with me, if you feel like WSCS is going to be a really good fit for you, then simply start the application process. The application is on our website, and you can fill it out and submit it. I'll receive it, and then after we do that, I will connect with you, and we will find some way to get some kind of school record, whether it's a report card or transcripts. I realize all of us in schools, and especially those of us who handle student records, are figuring this out as we go in terms of getting those records to places they need to be. And so if you have a copy of a report card, or if you're in high school and you have a copy of your transcript, no need for anything official right now, but just so we can start your student file, then that way this process, once we are back up and running and in person, will go a little bit smoother. Then again, we encourage you to engage with us, get to know some of our students and our parents, and we'll find creative ways to do that until we're all together again. If you think that our school is going to be a good fit for you, the next step in the process would be to schedule a family interview with myself and Dr. Taylor, who is our K-12 principal. And this is just an informal time for us to get to know one another better, for you to ask your questions, for Dr. Taylor to get to know your student, And then that way we've, again, already formed those relationships that we talked about earlier that are so very important and really who makes us who we are at Winston-Salem Christian. And then if all looks well, everybody's good on board, then we would be so excited and thrilled to extend an offer of enrollment, and then we would complete the process. So that's just a simple overview of how our process works. It's very simple. It's straightforward. I will be happy to walk you through each and every step of the way. And again, just really look forward to getting to know you. So please do make sure that you'll email me, and we'll get that connection going. The last thing that I wanted to mention is make sure you have registered with us today that you are watching. We are going to be holding a drawing for our virtual tour participants for some Winston-Salem Christian School gear. And so please make sure to say, hey, I'm here, and we will be drawing for that next week. And we will get in touch with you to let you know if you have won. So at this time, I'm so thrilled again that you took your time to be with us today. I'm going to take it back to Dr. Wolf and Miranda to close us out.
Thanks, Abby. We really appreciate it. We're highlighting one of the things we'll be giving away beyond the Winston-Salem Christian School store item. A jumbo roll of toilet paper, because what is more important right now than this? So, if you have questions,
toilet paper.
if you have any questions, we're going to stay live for a couple minutes and try to answer your questions. Mrs. Broughton has done an amazing job producing all of this and kind of organizing all of this, and we're thankful for that. And in terms of our goal is to be here every Wednesday at 12 o'clock. And so you can share this video.
Cardia.
What? Mr. Cooper.
Okay.
You know what? Cardia is a good house. That's my daughter's favorite house. So, I cheer for Cardia a little bit.
I'm going to be honest with you. Like, Numa is yellow, and I'd rather be any other color than yellow. Like,
doesn't look good on my complexion.
It doesn't look good with anyone's complexion.
So, but we'll be here every Wednesday, and we're seeing right now our band teacher. And when we talk fine arts, we didn't talk band this year, and that's a new program that we've added. And so good to see you, Mr. Weir. We are thankful and praying that you guys are doing well. But we have a brand new beginner band. It's 8 students, and it has been a great outlet. I have a 4th grade daughter that's involved in that, and she has been, Mr. Weir, she has faithfully been practicing her flute on most of the days we've been out of school.
And everyone has been so happy about that.
Yeah, at least it's not the violin.
Oh, thank you guys again for tuning in. We're here hanging out for a few more minutes if you have any questions, athletics, all across the curriculum.
You'll also see that what will happen is in the comments afterwards, Mrs. Broughton will draw links to all of the videos as well as the ability to register. We have a question from Mrs. Lewis asking about Belize. Belize is a trip that we were set to go on this year with our high school, and Miss Tilly was leading it. And so
we've made no adjustments right now to the last thing that was communicated about Belize. We still are very hopeful that this is an opportunity that will open up for us at this time. So nothing has changed yet, but to tell everybody about Belize, we were taking 9th through 12th graders to Belize, into Belize City, to minister to the youth in Belize and to the elderly in Belize, and to do some work cleaning up in the area and doing some service projects at churches and things like that, painting toenails and playing bingo with and the elderly.
I'm a phenomenal toenail painter. I didn't know if you knew that about me.
I don't know why I would know that about you, but good to know you're on. You're on toenail painting duty when we get to Belize.
Oh, perfect. That's what I was looking for. So at this point, we'll stay on for another minute or two and answer any other questions.
Always planning to match. It's like,
we called ahead of time about our clothes that we were going to wear, and we wanted to wear Winston Salem Christian School and thought gray would be a great color.
So I know that several of you are asking and making inquiry about what you can do from home to help us with the progress that we're making at the Patterson property. If you know of anyone who has some in-kind donations that they'd be willing to give, like
Fencing.
fencing,
We're looking for some fencing for our playground area.
And we're also looking for some playground equipment and things like that. We also need some work done on our soccer field that would require a big, large piece of equipment, and you could socially distance while you were tilling up ground out there on our future soccer field. So, and then also I'd like to tell you that right now we have a school store open that has some apparel that is brand new, and some of it may even have they may even have hoods on them. So they're branded and ready for you to come back to school, wear them as part of dress code.
So as we wrap up, we would just ask that please share this video. Again, our goal this week, we just wanted to do a test run of all this to make sure it would work and go well. And we are pretty excited about the way things happened. And so our goal will be moving forward that we'll actually bring some students in to share about some of these different elements about Winston Salem Christian School. And so it won't just be Miss Tilly and I up here talking with Miss Hedgecock, but you'll actually hear some of the portrait of a graduate information from different students that are here. And so we hope that you'll share this and tag people, and that you'll join us back here next Wednesday at
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock. So thank you all for joining us. Please make sure you fill out the information that'll be below this video, and check out the videos that our media team did such a great job developing and building. Thanks, y'all. We're praying for you. God bless.
Bye.